A cursed conception. The tears of joy that streamed down my face as I held the newborn child in my arms were soon replaced by a soul-crushing sorrow, a realization that cut me to the core. For in that moment, as I gazed into the infant's eyes, I knew with a sickening certainty that my innocent wish had been twisted, corrupted by the whims of a cruel, capricious entity. It had begun months ago, when the longing for a child had become an all-consuming ache, a gnawing void that threatened to swallow me whole. My husband and I had tried everything, from modern medical interventions to ancient, arcane rituals, but to no avail. And then, in a moment of desperation, I had uttered the fateful words, calling out to the Faerie Queen in the dead of night. "Please," I had begged, my voice trembling with raw emotion, "grant me the gift of a child. That is all I desire, all I need to be whole." The Queen's response had been swift and unsettling, her laughter echoing through the shadows like the tinkling of broken glass. "So be it," she had whispered, her voice laced with a cruel, mocking delight. "Your wish shall be granted, mortal, but be careful what you wish for the price may be higher than you are willing to pay." And now, as I stared down at the precious life cradled in my arms, I understood the true weight of her words. For this was no ordinary child, no simple fulfillment of my heart's desire. No, this was a twisted, corrupted being, a creature born of fairy magic and imbued with a power that I could scarcely comprehend. The infant's features, once so soft and innocent, began to shift and distort before my very eyes. The transformation so swift and unsettling that I nearly dropped the child in sheer terror. Where there had once been delicate human features, there now emerged a visage that was at once beautiful and horrifying, a face that seemed to shift and morph with every passing moment. And as I gazed into the child's eyes, I felt a chill run down my spine. For in their depths, I glimpsed a malevolent intelligence, a cruel and calculating essence that defied all explanation. This was no mere babe, I realized, but a harbinger of darkness, a conduit for the Faerie Queen's twisted machinations. In that moment, the weight of my foolish, short-sighted wish crashed down upon me, and the tears that had once been tears of joy now flowed freely, a river of anguish and regret. For I had damned not only myself, but my family, my very world, to the whims of a fey entity whose cruelty knew no bounds. As the child let out a bone-chilling wail, its voice laced with an unearthly resonance, I knew that there was no going back, no escape from the fate that had been thrust upon us. The Faerie Queen's bargain had been struck, and the price would be paid in full, no matter the cost. And so, with a heavy heart and a growing sense of dread, I cradled the cursed child close, my tears falling upon its distorted features, knowing that my life and the lives of all those I held dear would never be the same.